Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back on the bridge, and today, yes, we got some things to go over from the Star Trek Online X feed, so on screen. Yes, captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor and hit that like button, as it really does help the channel. But also, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to our YouTube bridge, where we're always on the lookout for like-minded captains, where we always share our love and passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now that said, here we go. Caps, you already saw the thumbnail. We got a couple things to go over here, so as we normally do, we'll go over them, drop the two ECs, and then at the end, give our conclusion. So first up, definitely missed this one here. My apologies, Caps, but there was a flash sale on the promo packs there. But this will come back in case, and we're actually going to be doing a video next time something like this comes up, either it be keys or R&D, so look out for that. But we've always mentioned it anyways, regardless, in other videos, but there'll always be this for sure. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's another one either at the end of the year or before the end of the year, and or right at the beginning. So, but this is one we got to go over here first. So the Dauntless 2 from Star Trek Prodigy is coming to Xbox and PlayStation in the Infinity Lockbox on December 5th. So as of this video, it'll be tomorrow, as we're releasing this video here in the evening. So we'll head over here. I've already dropped our ECs on this when this dropped on the PC bridge. So what I will do is link that in the description below along with the blog, so captains, you can go over it. But initially, I can't say I can recommend this ship personally, just based on the looks. But if you're a fan of Prodigy, and if you want this ship for obviously the reasons of adding it to your fleet, it's going to be available, especially now on the console bridge. But it is the Dauntless 2 Command Science Dreadnought, which has a Commander Science Command and a Lieutenant Commander Engineering Temp Op seat. So some of my fellow captains have the ship. They say they like it, and good for them. To me, it just looks like a Goomba. I can't. But again, this is from Prodigy, and I know this is going to be quick, but like I said, we already did a video on this. We'll link that reaction and review on that in the description below. So, but we all know why we are here. So there's that. This was somewhat already kind of in the rumblings and talking in the community. I know we've said, I think ourselves, that this is probably going to be the next playable ship, or one of the next upcoming playable ships, and well, here we are. So, based on the design from the classic game Star Trek Armada, the Borg Assimilator is coming to the Infinity Lockbox on PC tomorrow. So just like that, smack, we have this already coming and going to be available for tomorrow. Now, having said that, I'm surprised that they're releasing this late in 2024. I had thought, just like the Shrike, they would probably, if they were going to release this in 2024, or sorry, that they're releasing this in 2023, but I thought they'd be releasing this in 2024. So that's kind of crazy, to be honest with you, Caps. And the reason why I say that is just because of financial earnings. So I know at the end of every quarter of every year, there's always that financial push by any company, just of course to make the quote unquote numbers, quota, whatever you want to call it. And I thought the Shrike was enough. To be honest with you, they could have released probably maybe just one more promo ship, but wow, back to back, essentially we just got the Shrike and now we're going to get the Borg Assimilator. So if this wasn't a push to get your earnings up for the fourth quarter, I don't know what is. So let's head over to the blog here. So there it is. I know a lot of you Caps have played Star Trek Armada. I personally have not. I don't like those games, hence why we didn't really continue with our coverage on the Star Trek Infinite game that is kind of like that top view, same thing like Armada, just not our style. This was one of the ships there in Star Trek Armada, and when they brought it in here, it was kind of cool. But then I had mentioned in some of the videos after they released it that I wish they had not replaced all the Borg cubes with this. But I guess the reasoning why is, well, they're going to be making a playable ship, which kind of we all saw coming. But not a huge fan. Will I get it? I'm gonna say I'm gonna put it on the list for next year. If anything, I'm just, yeah, no, I know that this is gonna be a lot of people's first playable Borg ship, but we did already get that Borg Juggernaut, which, to be honest, if I had a choice between the two in terms of adding to my fleet and being a sort of wanting to always have my ships kind of look on screen accurate and all that, I would go for the Borg Juggernaut first before this. Where does it end up on the list in terms of with the Borg Juggernaut, either before or after? I'm not sure, but we'll go over it and we'll see what it comes with here. So assimilate it all. I like that. The Borg Assimilator, originally from Star Trek Armada and beautifully reborn by Stowe's ship artist, is coming to the Infinity Lock box. The Borg Assimilator Dreadnought carriers are commonly tasked with establishing collective control over planets, but their true specialization is in technology capture. Their assimilation probes and onboard processing facilities allow for rapid seizure, capture, and disassembly of enemy vessels. This created an unusual opportunity for the Alliance. While most Borg technology is deeply morally upsetting, or unsettling I should say, these vessels have proven an ability to remove an enemy ship from the fight while preserving most of its crew. By deploying assimilation probes to physically attach to defeat enemy vessels, the process of core breach can be arrested, and the ships later flown to safety or simply disassembled. Their crews impounded for the duration of hostilities. The sheer amount of Alliance technology required to keep the Borg vessels somewhat functional outside the collective has attached miracle worker status to the ship, and while strange, the ability to command a flotilla of assimilated vessels as hangar craft has attracted many a captain to this experimental program. This brand new Borg ship, based on the design from the classic PC game Star Trek Armada, is coming to the Infinity Lockbox tomorrow. So, love the lore there, I really do, and of course this is a callback to those again who played Star Trek Armada. Again, love this like little mini info stat here. So the space pet is the Borg Assimilation Probe, drill-shaped vessels equipped with multiple assimilated plasma beam arrays. So nice little drilly thing there. Space console item is the disassemble and analyze. This mechanism holds an enemy starship in place while samples are extracted. Space console power, disassemble and analyze, holds an enemy in place, draining shields and dealing kinetic damage. Definitely what we saw in the show. Just for that alone, for those who love to theme out their characters like Borg, well, this is definitely the ship for you. Sounds like starship trait, power, target, excision. Activating beams, overload, or cannons will activate both abilities on hangar pet. So that's pretty cool and interesting. Again, it says original to Star Trek Online, well, really to Star Trek Armada, but now, of course, now is in Star Trek Online. So the Borg Assimilator Dreadnought carrier. This starship includes a commander engineer miracle worker specialist bridge officer seat and a lieutenant commander science command specialist bridge officer seat. So I don't mind the seating. We can have fun with that, definitely, if we decide to get this and or if get this down the road. So the ship details, so tier 6, faction any, of course, required rank must complete the tutorial. The hull mod is 1.45, the shield mod is 1, and it's a 4 weapons of 5 and aft weapons of 2. Device slots 3. And of course the bridge officer station is still as follows, so it comes with 1 lieutenant commander tactical, 1 commander engineering miracle worker, 1 lieutenant commander science / command, 1 ensign universal, 1 lieutenant universal. So quite versatile. Consoles 2 tac, 5 engineering, 4 psi, 1 universal scales with level, of course. So the base turn rate is 7, impulse mod is 0.15, inertia 200. Comes with +5 weapon, +5 shield power, +15 engine power, +15 aux power. Can equip dual cannons. Console universal, disassemble and analyze. Hangar bay, of course, equipped with Borg Assimilator probes. Cyclical quantum slipstream drive, of course, that kind of makes sense. Innovation mechanic, and in the Starship Mastery package is of that of a carrier, so plus hangar launch recharge speed, plus max hull capacity, plus energy and kinetic damage, plus max shield capacity, and of course the trait targeted excision. And here are the Admiralty stats. So N66, Psi 40, TAC 20, special +6 TAC per any ship. So here is a visual. Again, I wish that they would put like a GIF to make it sort of more of a selling point, if anything, to see how it is in action. They've done it before. I wish to be more consistent with doing that moving forward. But the console is, of course, the disassemble and analyze. So this mechanism holds an enemy starship in place while samples are extracted, draining shields, dealing kinetic damage, and providing the starship a stacking bonus to critical chance for a moderate duration. It can be used repeatedly, storing up to 4 charges and generating a new charge every 30 seconds. But its true power comes from its use on friendly assimilated vessels. Don't know what that means, but sure, captains, if you do, let me know. I don't know what the BR means. When used on a friendly assimilated vessel, such as one captured by an assimilation probe, the bonus to critical chance is instead granted to all hangar pets controlled by the equipped vessel. So really trying to also push some hangar pets goodness here. The duration is permanent until map move, and it stacks up to 86 times. That's such a weird number. I don't know. Here we have like 4 charges. It stacks up to 10 times, 20, but 86? So specific and just weird. Why not just make it 90, round it off? Heck, make it 100, whatever. Assimilated vessels grants 2 stacks plus an additional stack per hangar pet rank, up to a possible total of 7 stacks. Assimilation probes retain their rank during this process and are able to assimilate additional vessels afterward. But other forms of assimilated vessels, such as those captured by nanite torpedoes, are completely disassembled by the process. Interesting. This console additionally provides a passive bonus to hull restoration, critical chance, and hangar pet critical chance. Definitely trying to push some carrier love there, which I'm not opposed to. Again, Caps, if you know, I really enjoyed the Monitor, one of the first carrier ships that I really loved in game. This is like taking that, going on steroids here and going directly to warp freaking 9 on this bad boy. So the starship trait, targeted excision. I might be saying that wrong, but sure. After achieving level 5 in your Borg Assimilator Dreadnought carrier, you will unlock the Vanguard Shield Shaping Starship trait. While this trait is slotted, activating beams, overload, or cannons rapid fire activates rank 1 versions of both abilities on your hangar pets. There you go, more push for the pets. Borg Assimilator probes, of course the frigates. The Borg Assimilator Dreadnought carrier has 2 hangar bays equipped with a Borg assimilation probes, drill-shaped vessels equipped with multiple assimilated plasma beam arrays. When they defeat an enemy, they are capable of drilling into its hull, preventing core breach and assimilating the vessel. Advanced and elite versions of these powerful frigates can be obtained from the Dilithium store and the Fleet Starbase, respectively. Assimilating a foe grants increased base damage bonuses based on foe size. So from 25% for frigates to 100% for dreadnoughts. So talk about your hangar pet slash necromancer build. You can not only have your pets, but also have a lot of pets by assimilation, which makes sense. And of course, that is all, of course, by Jonathan Herleish, our system designer of Star Trek Online. Well, this does sound interesting. Not gonna lie. Again, the ship itself, I have no attachment to. If this was a Borg cube, would I feel different? Maybe a little bit. Then maybe would get it. But it's not. It's close. But like I said, we already had the Borg Juggernaut, which a lot of people do have. I don't have it yet, but it is on the list. For the assimilated carrier here, again, I've mentioned this before, I just don't have an attachment to it. But it is cool, and I'm happy that it is in Star Trek Online, because again, it is the Borg, and of course we love fighting the Borg, and a lot of people want to be Borg and have Borg themed characters, because we do have that Lobi costume, which I do actually have on my tune, and the way that I've kind of themed it out is I've just sort of assimilated my ship with, in terms of visuals, with the Borg rep deflector, shields, and all that stuff. We have the nanite probe, the cutting beam, so you can really now go RP this and theme it out like hardcore with this assimilated carrier. I'm happy that it's coming to game, and again, I just hope this continues, that we get more ships from the previous games. Really, the one that I'm surprised that we don't have yet is the Royal Ark. Captains, of course, let me know below if you know what that ship is, but if you don't, it is a ship from one of my favorite games, Star Trek Starfleet Command. I believe 2, not 1, but 2. And even from Star Trek Starfleet Command 1, there's like 2 of the ships that I want in Star Trek Online, and that is the Dreadnought and the twin hull battleship Yamato, I believe is what I call. But those things would be awesome, as it of course is a TMP aesthetics. And I know, and I thought I heard, maybe not I know, but I thought I heard that Thomas Marone, one of our devs there, does love the Royal Ark, so I'm surprised that hasn't made in game yet. Again, as I mentioned earlier, I'm surprised that they're dropping this in 2023 and not in 2024, because I think that this would have been a strong start to their first quarter in Star Trek Online for 2024. But there you go, Caps. Now, the other thing, though, I guess I'll mention here at the end here is this ship will be available to you to get for free if you do the event campaign next year. Do all the campaigns. Really, I think it takes like 3.5 event campaigns to get the progression required to pick a ship from the T6 premium ship, and this will be included. So any ship released in 2023 will be available in 2024's event campaign. I don't know where this falls in the list. Maybe I'll make a video on that when it comes to recommendations and or where this falls on my list. But is this something I want to have? Sure. Not right away, down the road. Definitely cool. A lot of the things that we read up here, I like hearing. It just sounds like you can really have a lot of fun with this ship in a Borg themed character. So there you go, Caps. Let me know your thoughts in the description below. Let me know if this is something you're going to pick up. If you already have a Borg character that you are probably going to swap its ship that it has now to this. And of course, do us a favor and hit that like button, but also consider subscribing to our YouTube bridge, as we always love to share and meet our new captains that always come here aboard the bridge. So with that said, we will leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.